In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a Twig Science lesson using your ViewBoard to teach from. We're going to be using the Digital Twig Book, and we're also going to be showing how to interact with students to have you be able to show their answers up here on the board. So let's get started. I know that I accessed Twig Science by going to ClassLink, so I'm going to go right to ClassLink from my ViewBoard, and when it opens up, I know that I have to scroll down, navigate to the driving question and the lesson that I want to use. So I have two different grade level lessons pulled up here. They're actually going to be very similar in the tools that I'm going to be using to show you how to teach the lesson using the My ViewBoard tools. But you can see kind of how it would change and adapt for each grade level. So the first one I have up is a second grade lesson. And then I also have a 5th grade lesson. So for these, I would open up the Twig Book by going up here at the top where it says Twig Book. I have a couple different options, but using my ViewBoard, I want to use the digital version. And that makes it so that I can have all the videos and everything playing right from here. I can also project this or have the students project their responses up here as well. So when I choose digital, it will open up something that looks similar to this. So you can see this is a 5th grade lesson, and this is a 2nd grade lesson. So they look very similar. Whatever grade level you teach, it will look similar to this. And when I do start lesson, that pulls up the resources that I need to teach that lesson from. So if it has any videos, all I have to do is press play, and then I can play those videos right here from my board. And then when I scroll down, I have some close reading text. And this one for 5th grade shows that they want the students to highlight the keywords. They want them to underline confusing words or sentences and add notes to remember important ideas or facts. And I can do that right here on my ViewBoard. When I scroll up, I can use these overlay tools to write on it, or if I use my ViewBoard whiteboard, I can toggle it over into PC mode. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can watch the YouTube video that I have posted on my ViewBoard whiteboard, and it shows you how to toggle between whiteboard and a website. So all I have done here is I've toggled back to my website, but I still have my whiteboard tools here. And so I can use that pen tool, and I can circle, highlight, underline, whatever it is that I need to do that are keywords, and I can be modeling for the students what that looks like up here using these tools. So as we continue to read, we can be taking the notes, and I'll show you in the 2nd grade version. They have an option for the read aloud. And if I choose that, if I open this read aloud view, I can have the computer read it aloud to my students. So once it loads, I can zoom out just a tiny bit to show the whole or show more of the screen. And then when I press listen, it will read the story to my kids.
A small island in the Pacific.
Obviously, a little bit different voice than what you would be reading it with, but you know, you do have that option. And if you assign this to your students, they have the option for the read aloud as well. So your struggling readers can be listening to the story as in, you know, whatever is needed in your classroom. So we're going to continue on. We're reading the story. We're, you know, doing the close reading skills, and we get down to some questions. And I have a couple of options. Number one, if I had assigned this to my students, they could be typing in their responses, and then I can use my sticks to pick somebody's name. And up here where it says My Copy, if I do this drop-down menu, it will be a list of all my students. And I can choose the child that I want to have their answer shown up here. So we can do that random calling. We can pick kids' names to show their responses up here on the board of what they're doing on their computer. Another option might be that I want to show an example answer. I have picked my sticks. I've had students share out, and they've given me some ideas, and now I want to give them an example answer. So if I tap Show Example Answers, it will give some answers to the question that we can then check and see, if the answers were correct or not. And then I can hide the examples again because now I want to continue on. And this option is available in all the grade levels as well. So you could show their answers by choosing their name from this drop down, or you can choose a sample answer by choosing this button over here. So as you get down, obviously we can be doing the same thing. They can be typing their responses in, and then I can be picking a student's name to show their answer up here. If I want to, I could be typing my answer into here by using my wireless keyboard and mouse. I can be typing my response into here as the students are giving me their answers. I can be typing in as well. But then we get to a part where they have to draw, and this would be really fun for them to do on their computers. They can do it on their computer, and again, you could pick somebody's name or pick multiple names and show their responses up here. Now, in Twig Science, we know that they want a running word wall, and we can do that digitally. You may be somebody who likes that displaying in your classroom, and that's fantastic. But we could also have a digital version, and that would be over here in my ViewBoard whiteboard. I could have a slide deck ready to go that has this written in it. I can pull it in from my drive, or I could just quickly write it like what I did here. And when I write the words, I think lava was one of the words. If I write the word, I need to get my pen tool. If I write the word lava, I can have my students give me an example of it, but I could also do a really cool picture word wall as well. And the way that I would do that is by going to the magic box, and I would choose this image tool. And when I search for images, I'm going to search lava. And here we go. We have a lot of options that I could pull in and show a visual word wall for my students. So let's do this one, and I'm just going to click and drag. And now I can resize this, make it a little bit smaller, and put it right next to that word. So as we continue on, then I can just continue to add pictures onto this. And if I wanted to, I could save this. I have a couple different saving options. I can save it as a PDF. I can save it as an image. I can save it as a presentation, or I can save it as an interactive whiteboard file. And if I save it as the interactive whiteboard, when I come back to teach Twig Science again and I want to continue adding to that word wall, I can just open up this file and just continue editing on it. So it makes it really easy for me as a teacher. As I'm toggling back and forth, we're doing our reading. We do our reading, and in here, when we come to the vocabulary word, I think it was on this page. Yeah, so we come to the word lava, and as we're reading, I can tell the kids, oh, we found one of our words for our word wall. What does this word mean? And we have the definition, and all we have to do is toggle over into the My ViewBoard whiteboard, and now I can write that definition down with my kids. Very easy, seamless between reading and working on that word wall. So if you have any questions, or you would like to know how to use your ViewBoard to teach lessons, not having to connect your laptop or connect your document camera, or if you have questions on how to teach certain things using your ViewBoard, or you would just like some ideas or help with educational technology in your classroom, please reach out to the tech trainers. We would be more than happy to help you with anything in instructional technology that you need help with. We are here for you. We want you to be successful. We want you to have a great year, and we want you to use your ViewBoard to its full potential. So if you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.